I have a confession. I think I may be addicted to chaos and noise. And it just so happens that amidst that addiction, I find myself this week at a lake house alone, which actually really is quite a beautiful thing. I'm currently pursuing my doctorate, and this was to be a week spent at a monastery with my cohort of friends, a time for class and prayer and study and solitude. But given the current crisis, we weren't able to meet there. And so instead, this class is taking place virtually. There's hours of Zoom meetings every day and a designated time for study and prayer and solitude. I've been really concerned about pulling this off since my 4-year-old Spawn is the loudest freaking toddler on the planet. But anyway, this beautiful gift came when someone offered their lake house to me at the final hour. Today, it's been cold and dreary. I woke up feeling refreshed, but that feeling has increasingly dissipated as the day wears on. Instead, the silence has become deafening. At times, silence is simply uncomfortable. But then there have been other moments when this silence is absolutely excruciating. I've hoped that the silence of this week would provide space for the answers that I have been searching for to finally break through. But today, the literal silence makes me even more aware of the spiritual silence that I just can't get rid of. Instead of answers making their way into the silence, it seems that more questions spring to the surface. You guys, at times, it's only been my wails that stifles the silence. And I'm reminded that ugly cry may be the most profound prayer that I can pray. And so I'm sitting at the pulpit of silence. Sometimes silence stands behind the pulpit and taunts me. Sometimes silence stands behind the pulpit and challenges me. Silence stands behind the pulpit and comforts me. Silence stands behind the pulpit and invites me to stop trying, to stop searching, and just be. Silence is both figurative and literal. Sometimes silence is loud. Sometimes noise reminds me of the silence ringing in my soul. God hasn't yet pulled me out of the silence. So maybe there's messages to still be received. Perhaps there are for you too. So my friends, don't rush too quickly for answers. Revel in the mystery of the silence and cling to every glimpse of hope that you receive. What message does silence have for me? What message does silence have for you? Silence grants a place of pause. Pause in the silence.